21 of the All the Books Show, recorded at the David A. Howe Public Library in Wellsville, New York. I'm Eric Mickles.
And I'm Nick Gunning.
We talk about book news, author news, and literary news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
This just in, Oscar Wilde, still dead.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that covers author
Breaking.
news.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's pretty good.
You got any literary news?
Do I ever?
This just in, semicolons. Not in anymore.
Oh,
I got nothing.
No, sorry.
You know what the problem was?
Just after the
I
buzzer.
realized I didn't understand exactly what semicolons
What a
do.
semicolon does. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can join two sentences into one to make a compound sentence.
Uh-huh.
That'll work.
Okay. What do I do if I'm about to start listing things? That's a colon?
Yeah, no, you're using commas, but if within the list there are smaller lists,
Right.
then you have to use semicolons.
Semicolons.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I said, here are some good books, colon, then commas?
Yeah, I suppose you could do that. Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
we did a horrible job coming up with this language.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. It's hard on you.
Yeah.
So what's new with you? We had such a busy weekend here. I feel like I've just been here every single day.
That's true.
We had the Nutcracker going on. Tonight we have the Andover Ecumenical Choir. That's Monday night for those of you listening.
Yeah.
Monday, December 11th with the Andover Ecumenical Choir. We have Christmas movies, all sorts of stuff going on. But this weekend was a lot. We were pretty much at capacity for each of the Nutcracker performances. So that was pretty exciting. A little bit of a sewage problem with some pipes backing up, so the maintenance crew was on it, and disaster was averted.
Yeah.
But boy, stressful times.
Yeah, you got to stop scheduling all our auditorium events during the Great Taco Feast of
Yeah,
Wellsville, New York.
apparently. Wow, you made that gross. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. We have the Nutcracker Prince himself, Mr. Beau Hutchings, coming up later on the show for a special Take 5 segment. So we'll, I guess, save some Nutcracker talk for then. What have you been reading? Let's open up the old books. Check the bookmarks.
Yeah, let's do it. Goodreads have been all over the place. Do you ever find that Goodreads is always like, did you want to see when books were added? It's like, no, I only want to see when the books were read. Like, oh, would you like to see them by date of publication?
Yeah.
No, just read.
I used the date added.
Oh, well, the whole bit just fell apart right there.
Sure did, yeah. It was like that whole semicolon bit.
Yeah. Okay, so what did old Eric read?
I don't know.
I read 2 volumes of Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 4 and 5, Graveyard Shift, and Spiral.
Okay.
These end Dan Slott's 5-volume run that had the Spider-Verse inside them.
Okay.
This came after the Superior Spider-Man, like right after Superior Spider-Man.
Nice.
And so up next for me is Spider-Man Worldwide,
Oh, hey.
which is where you read ahead.
Yes, I've been enjoying that series.
Yeah, well, I'm going to enjoy it in continuity.
Good.
So
Good
I'll
for
be like,
you.
I understand everything that's happening.
Good.
I do that anyways,
I'm
even
glad.
if no one's around to listen.
What else? What else have you been reading?
What else? I finished Star Wars, Maul, Lockdown.
Boy, you've been talking about that book for a long time.
Yeah.
Did it meet your expectations?
It did not.
Oh,
It
that's too
overcomplicated things. I thought it was just Darth Maul in a prison trying to get out.
bad. I thought so too.
No. It's Darth Maul infiltrating a prison, looking for somebody, being put into to the death fights, and dealing with a bunch of different higher ups, and Darth Plagueis is there as well.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this was such a simple present. What am I thinking? Premise, thank you.
Yep.
It was such a simple premise.
Yeah.
Just Darth Maul trapped at the bottom of a giant prison. He's got to get out.
Well, that sounds like the prequels.
Yeah. Oh, making it too
Convoluted.
there
too
was
much
some
going on.
politics and
Weird
cameos.
politics. Yeah.
You know what I think? There's a video game called Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay, and he was put at the bottom of a prison and had to get out. And that was great.
What are you gonna
should have
do?
just done that with Darth Maul. Also, he couldn't use the Force. Sidious was all like, you can't use the dark side of the Force. I'm
so
like,
boring.
come on. So he
Yeah.
doesn't have his lightsaber. So,
Wow.
yeah, by the end, I was like,
People love Darth Maul as a character and not based on his lightsaber
he
or
talks
force
a
powers.
lot when he's not in Phantom Menace.
Apparently.
He
Wow.
talks quite a bit. I didn't even.
Hey,
and,
are you excited about it's Star Wars week? I mean, The Last Jedi is coming out this weekend.
yeah,
Are you excited about that?
I am excited.
I can never gauge your excitement on these movies. It's
What
unclear
movies?
to me. The Star Wars
Oh,
movies.
just Star Wars?
Yeah.
I'm very excited about Star Wars.
Good. Good for you.
Maybe-
We just rewatched Force Awakens over the weekend. Did it hold up? Did you like it as much as you did originally, or
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
be mad at me.
I won't.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good movie. I just think J.J. Abrams himself doesn't have, he has a very serviceable, eye when he's, doing shots. He doesn't, while we were watching, I was like, there's no shots in here that, like, maybe I'm wrong because I might be like the wrong age or something, but I didn't feel like there were any like shots or scenes or anything that are going to look iconic that people are going to like want to recreate the same way like the original 6 movies. You know what I mean?
I think the stuff on Jakku, like with the Millennium Falcon taking off, I think some of her scavenger scenes, where I think there's some stuff in there, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. But I think that's just JJ, because I was trying to think like back to other like JJ Abrams stuff, and I don't know, outside of Spock's mom not making it to the ship in Star Trek, I can't think of like a visual
interesting
map of JJ Abrams.
Right.
Anyways, but I am excited for Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And unlike you, I thoroughly enjoyed Rogue One.
I don't know why I had to bring that up.
Well, just so you know that I've been excited for movies.
Oh, okay.
I was excited for Rogue One.
All right.
If it was Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, I'd be way more excited.
Yes.
So, but it's not. I gotta wait 6 months for that.
Do you think that they're going to use any? Like, you think about Jurassic Park 3, which I know you don't like to do, but they pull some of the stuff from the books that didn't make the earlier movies and have it in there. Do you think they're going to be using any Crichton stuff that
I don't
so
know.
far hasn't really made it to the screen?
The Carnotaurus is in it. He's the one from the movie Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Disney's Dinosaur with the horns means meat-eating bull.
Okay.
So he's gonna be. He was at least in a shot, but like I don't know what's left. I guess just like the river rapids.
Curious.
Because they've already used the aviary stuff. So there was the river rapids. I guess they had the motorcycle bit kind of. So
Okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
just curious. When does that come out?
Jurassic World.
Yeah.
June 22nd.
Wow.
Yeah.
Home stretch.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I'm reading some comics.
Nice.
I got a bunch of Star Wars comics I got to read.
Okay.
So.
Did you decide whether or not you're going to read Skipping Christmas by John Grisham with me?
All right. I don't know. I don't have a copy of it.
Still. Oh no. Oh no. How are you going to get a copy of a book you want to read?
I don't.
It's impossible. All right.
Can we just? I don't see. This is a situation where I don't even want to say. Can I just watch Christmas with the Cranks? Because that's not how I want to get.
Don't watch Christmas with the Cranks. I think you could read the book quicker, and it would be better.
Okay.
Anyway, you're difficult.
I'm
see.
difficult.
I've been so.
You want to watch Christmas with the Cranks extended edition?
No, I don't.
With commentary.
I've been so busy with Nutcracker and everything that I have not read a ton. I did finish Red Hood and Arsenal Volume 1, and it was fine. That's a graphic novel, DC graphic novel. And I'm working my way through Book 4 of the 100 series, The Rebellion by Cass Morgan.
Yeah, you talked about this last week, too.
Yeah.
You need a book cracker.
I'm sort of slow going. It's, I don't know. It feels a little like more of the same. You know, you have like the initial 3 books, and this one, it's sort of, you get to a point where everything's sort of settled, and I was kind of looking forward to just them making their way, just having sort of a what's the next stage. But there's like another attack with yet another group of like rogue Earth people, and it's just like we've done this before. Like, it just doesn't. So I'm a little disappointed. I like the writing, and it's a pretty quick read, despite how slowly I'm moving through it. So I'll make it to the other side, but I feel like it's gonna have to change drastically for it to feel like it was worth it.
They're all criminals, right?
Sort of juvenile delinquents, I guess. You know, not like murderers or something.
Just like what? I don't even know. What would they have to be put into a space prison but still be like juvenile?
Well, I mean, it just because of the plot of the 100 is Earth is contaminated with radiation, and so they're all up on a giant spaceship,
right?
Orbiting the Earth for like multiple generations, I think,
right?
And then when the ship starts to break down, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have to do something," and so they send the juvenile delinquents down to sort of be like, well, either you're going to get shut out the airlock or you can make a go on Earth. So that's what they do.
Okay.
The ship just has incredibly strict rules, and there's like kind of a zero tolerance. So a lot of the stuff is pretty small.
Okay.
You know, stealing food and
in the StarCraft universe, we colonized a whole bunch of planets by just sending out like criminals, like straight up criminals.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
It worked with Australia, I guess.
That's true. So. Yeah. And Australia seems really nice now, too. Just got a bunch of deadly animals.
Sure. Yeah. So. Don't go to the center of Australia, and you'll be all right.
Because it's just a desert?
So, yeah. Or so I'm told. I mean, I've seen The Man from Snowy River, so I guess I know some stuff.
I won't do the patented
That's it for me, though. I feel like,
say, what is that?
I'm having this situation where I'm not being that Christmassy. Yeah. I haven't even cracked a Christmas book. Yeah. I've read some to my son, but I haven't started a Christmas novel. I haven't watched a ton of Christmas. I don't think I've watched any Christmas movies outside of a couple of like the Rudolph from Frosty specials. With
While
my
you were
son.
sleeping?
Yeah, that's borderline. It has a Christmas scene.
Yeah.
So, but I need to watch. Well, we can get to that later. But there's a couple that I need to watch.
What do you need to watch?
Well, I thought we'd talk about that a little later with the interview and stuff.
Oh, right.
Anyway, go ahead.
Fine. Yeah, let's save all the good stuff for guest.
All right.
I'm here week in and week out. Why talk to me about anything?
Yeah. You joke, but I feel like you're really sensitive about that.
All right. Why'd you throw it to me?
Because we're going to talk book news?
Yeah, hit it.
Oh, fine. All right. Well, here are your advance notices, folks. Some things that are
Hey, there's a
coming
giant
your
Christmas
way.
tree in this room. We're
Yeah,
recording
well-
in front of the biggest Christmas tree we've ever recorded in front of before.
That's true.
So
Yes, I have a Christmas tree in my office window because it overlooks the highway back there. It looks
Yeah.
great from the road.
Yeah.
It's a little in my way right
Okay.
up in here, but
I'm just gonna throw this out to you.
okay.
Put giant googly eyes on that Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. That'll make it more inviting.
Yeah.
That'll be great. That will be great.
Yeah.
So anyway,
don't
advance
get
notices.
strangled by that tinsel.
We're jumping into 2018 at this point, but let me give you one large print fans. The One That Got Away by Melissa Pimentel.
Hey, I'm right here, man.
Oh, hey. It's a great cover of this book, I'll tell you that. It's a nice blue silhouette. You got two people on either side. Based on the cover alone, I like it. Ruby and Ethan were perfect for each other until the day they suddenly weren't. Now, 10 years later, Ruby is single, having spent the last decade focusing on her demanding career and hectic life in Manhattan. There's barely time for a trip to England for her little sister's wedding, and there's certainly not time to think about what it will be like to see Ethan again, who just happens to be the best man. I mean, if I were a gambling man, I'd say sparks were going to fly between them, but I don't know. Standard print. We have several of our favorites back for more. The talented Joyce Carol Oates, friend of the library, friend of the show. Boy, Eric's taking a lot of selfies with this Christmas tree right now, and it's not helping our banter. Beautiful Days, stories by Joyce
Carol Oates. What a Christmas gift.
And we're back. A new collection of 13 mesmerizing stories by American master Joyce Carol Oates, including the 2017 Pushcart Prize-winning Undocumented Alien. The diverse stories of Beautiful Days, Joyce Carol Oates explore the most secret, intimate, and unacknowledged interior lives of characters not unlike ourselves, who assert their independence in acts of bold and often irrevocable defiance.
Not unlike you or me?
That's funny.
Or just in general? Like everyone, or
yeah.
like you and me
Well,
specifically?
fill in the blank. Oh, my wife will be happy about this one. She's read the first couple of these. James Patterson and Candace Fox return with book 2 of Harriet Blue. Now, this actually started as a book shot. So that's, the book shot is 0.5. And then there's the first one, which I believe is called Black and Blue. I don't know. I can't remember. We have them all here, though. I know that. This is going to be coming out in July. No, that's not right. These are confusing. Speaking of Australia, these are originally published in Australia, and so it actually came out there in July of 2017.
Yeah.
The American printing of it, which will be the first time we'll have access to it, is coming out February 19th.
Finally.
So for our Australian listeners,
Yeah.
which we have some, this is old news to you, and I apologize for that.
Yeah.
But Harriet Blue is going to be back with 50/50 in February.
Harriet Blue.
It's not easy being a good detective when your brother's a serial killer.
Is that true?
Ooh, that's what it says.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big
Does she
deal.
use her brother to solve crimes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it like a Dexter situation? The series goes like this. Black and Blue is the book shot.
Nice.
Never Never
Uh-huh.
is book 1, and then 50/50. Here we
Okay.
are. So we have the first 2 of these, and we'll be getting this in February.
You know, I keep leaning into my microphone like it's not on this arm that will just reach to wherever I am. Now I can just sit back and relax.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Have you read Walter Mosley? Do you know Easy Rollins? You heard
No,
of
I
those?
haven't. I'm familiar with the author, though.
There's been some movies and stuff. Hasn't there? Easy Rollins? You're not
I
sure?
don't know.
Okay. Anyway, Walter Mosley's got a new one coming out.
Prove it.
I actually haven't read this author before either. He's on the book club, the Page Turners book club for 2018. We're going to be reading.
What's the book?
I can't remember which one we're going to read. This one is called Down the River
you run
Under
the
the
library?
Sea.
Just kidding. I know you don't. Just kidding.
I
you
do. Down the River Under the Sea by Walter Mosley. From trailblazing novelist Walter Mosley, a former NYPD cop once in prison for a crime he did not commit must solve 2 cases, that of a man wrongly condemned to die and his own.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's a conflict of interest,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah.
That's a real problem. All right, that's what I got for you.
Okay.
So plenty to look forward to in the new year.
Yeah. Has there been a
Same
vampire
president, but-
detective yet?
A vampire detective.
Yeah. I mean, he can only solve crimes at night.
I
so-
mean, Angel. from the show Angel, spin-off of Buffy the Vampire
He's
Slayer.
like a detective.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yep.
All right.
Too bad. I like that show.
Well, I mean, I haven't
I
seen
never
it.
really got into Buffy, but I liked Angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just like, now we can't become the first people
Sure
to
we
write a
can.
vampire detective.
Sure we can.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not? Write it differently. We could set it in the 70s.
Okay.
70s vampire detective.
Yeah.
I love it. Those
Okay.
big wide lapels and stuff.
Yeah.
He'd look great.
Early 70s?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Good. Well, that was the important thing. I think we can just close out shop now.
No, we've got more.
All right, so we're gonna do the New York Times bestsellers list for hardcover non-fiction. You ready?
Yeah.
Number 10, What Happened, by Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Sisters First, by Jenna Bush Hager and Barbara Pierce Bush.
Oh.
Number
Well,
8,
there's sisters first.
Bobby Kennedy, by Chris Matthews.
Okay.
Number 7, Killing England, by Bill O'Reilly.
Not a lot of surprises here, Eric.
Number 6, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry, by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Boy, I'm in a hurry to be done with this repetitive list.
Number 5, Andrew Jackson and the Miracle of New Orleans, by Brian Kilmeade.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Promise Me, Dad, by Joe Biden. Number 3, Obama, by Peter Souza.
Oh, maybe these new ones will be new then.
Number 2, Grant, by Ron Chernow.
No.
And number 1, Leonardo da Vinci, by Walter Isaacson.
Why'd you take us down this road?
Because the young adult list
That was a
doesn't
road
even move.
to nowhere.
We're on a road to nowhere.
I don't know. I don't even know what that was supposed to be.
I think that's Talking Heads.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
All right. Didn't sound like Singing Heads. I'll tell you that.
Huh.
All right. What do we have on the standard bestsellers list?
Oh, hold on. I accidentally clicked hardcover. You got to be careful when looking at the New York Times bestsellers list because after you've done 5, they will shut you out.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's 10. Maybe
Huh.
they give me 10.
We subscribe to the New York Times book review, so we could probably log in.
Ooh, let's
Pretty
do that.
Cool, huh? That'd be exciting.
Yeah. They're listening right now like, oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Locked out.
Revoked.
All right. Hardcover fiction for adults.
Hit it.
Okay. Number 10, Two Kinds of Truth by Michael Connolly.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Artemis by Andy Ware.
Have you? You haven't got any closer to picking that up, have you?
No. Have you?
I'm just not. No, I'm just not that drawn
It's
to
the
it.
bad reviews. Normally I don't care about reviews, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah.
Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson
Wait.
went down to 11.
Yes, you do.
What?
You care about reviews.
Not for books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Normally I don't care about book reviews or Jurassic Park reviews. So,
Yeah.
number 3, hardcover 24 by Janet Ivanovich at 8.
Did you say number 3?
I don't know what I said. It's been here 3 weeks on the list.
Ah, okay.
We need to play the tape back there. Number 7, new this week. Whew, finally. We were about to fall into a pretty bad Christmas rut.
I'm already there.
Oh, jeez, yeah. I can't see your eyes.
I know.
Because you're looking toward the microphone stand. It's scary.
Oh,
You become
sorry.
a mesh of
Like a
man and
supervillain
machine.
or
and
something.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Microphone face. The,
Mm-hmm.
the famous James
The
Bond
forgotten
villain.
Justice Leaguer.
No. Well, we went different directions with
Yes,
that.
we did.
I guess we could meet up in the middle and say Dick Tracy villain.
Yeah.
Well, if it isn't microphone face.
I love it. Actually, that sounds like a perfect Dick Tracy name.
Yeah. Number 7, new this week, Tom Clancy, Power and Empire by Mark Cameron. President Jack Ryan seeks to identify the hidden forces escalating the tension between China and the United States. I don't know if they're really hidden. Number 6, new this week, Past Perfect by Danielle Steele, who is present perfect. A Manhattan family moves into a mansion in San Francisco and encounters the ghost of its original inhabitants. Really?
Yeah, we talked about this. Sounds crazy. She's going supernatural.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Your phone just went off like crazy.
Thank
Are
you.
you trying to get in touch with me?
Yes, I am.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Number 5, End Game by David Baldacci. Number 4, The Midnight Line by Lee Child. So don't forget, he's trying
Still going strong.
a Pond West Point class ring. And there's a larger criminal enterprise.
Yep.
And Tom Cruise falls off a roof at a point in this story. Number 3, The People vs. Alex Cross by James Patterson. So
Do you think they're ever going to make another Alex Cross, Tyler Perry movie? Because
they only made the one, right?
Yeah, and I think it bombed pretty hard.
But they made 2 with Morgan Freeman.
yeah, they did. Long Came a Spider and Kiss the Girls.
Yeah.
In the reverse order, I think Kiss the Girls came first.
Yeah.
So
I remember the commercials for Along Came a Spider.
I never saw either of the movies.
trailer-
I've read both the books.
The trailer was always like, you'll realize that a mind is a terrible thing And they would stop. And you'd be like, well, for what? To what? And you just realize this is the mind.
Oh, the mind is a terrible thing.
It's a terrible thing,
That's
yeah.
a pretty good tagline.
Yeah.
I like that.
Morgan Freeman. Diane Lane?
You haven't seen these movies?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. Diane
Along
Keaton.
Came a Spider is a very good book. Kiss the Girls is good, but it's very disturbing.
Okay. I guess I should just admit it. I have a hard time remembering Diane Keaton from Diane Lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Diane Keaton is very talented.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, sorry. Diane Keaton is like Annie Hall.
Yeah. No, I know, but sometimes
Okay.
I'm like, was that Diane Keaton or Diane Lane?
Oh, well, they're
So-
very different.
No, I know that.
Okay.
I think you were just really mean to Diane Lane for no
Well, I watched her in Batman v Superman, and I watched her in Justice League twice.
reason. Look, I don't know how
She
many
is awful.
I don't
in
know how
those
many people
movies.
come out of those movies looking great.
Oh, tell that to
So-
Gal Gadot, who's suddenly everyone's favorite.
Yeah, that's true. Did you see Ben Affleck doesn't want to? Is probably not going to come for the Matt Reeves Batman film
No.
that they're doing. He might show up for Flashpoint, but not the standalone Batman movie. And Matt
Weird.
Reeves is like okay with that because he just wants to like cast fresh and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of funny because it used to be like Ben Affleck will direct and star,
Yeah.
and write, direct, and star in a new Batman movie, and then it was like, well, okay, he's not directing it
I'm
or
sort of-
writing it.
I'm sad about the way things have gone for a lot of reasons, but also I think he's a really great director. I think that like
Yeah.
an Affleck starring, directing, writing Batman movie would have been good.
I think getting involved with Batman was Ben Affleck's worst mistake since Geely.
Really?
Yes, I think he made lots of money from it.
Probably true.
But like he was on the upswing of like
Yeah.
critical acclaim
Yeah,
and everything.
he's right back in Daredevil territory now.
Yeah, it's rough.
But the Batman of Flashpoint is Thomas Wayne anyway.
Yeah,
right?
but you have
So
to have
it doesn't-
Batman in the beginning,
Yeah.
maybe, or an end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's supposed to be Thomas Wayne. So, I don't know
So
what they
would
do.
this one be like a young Batman then?
I don't know. Rumors are going around that it's going to be Jake Gyllenhaal, which I'm not
Oh.
thrilled about.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
think I would skip that movie.
Really?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I
No,
would.
you wouldn't.
Oh, I think I would.
Oh boy, you're going to be hard to be friends with.
Is
at that point.
Maggie Gyllenhaal going to come back and play Rachel again? Because
No, it would be a new standalone movie, and also yeah,
because
they're
they're
brother and sister. Yeah, I get
playing
it.
love interest.
No, they wouldn't. I don't think that's the plan at all.
I don't think they should do that.
I don't think that's the plan.
I heard that's the plan, and I think they should reconsider.
Yeah. Remember when Jake Gyllenhaal was almost Tobey Maguire's
Interesting.
replacement
Oh,
in Spider-Man 2?
makes sense.
Because he hurt his Tobey Maguire hurt his back
Yeah.
during Seabiscuit, so they thought they were going to recast him with Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal because they kind of look alike.
They sure do.
But I wouldn't cast Tobey Maguire as Batman.
No, I wouldn't either.
So
You would cast Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman?
no, but I have learned to respect Jake Gyllenhaal more over the years as I've seen some pretty good movies.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Nightcrawler was
Oh,
one.
Bamf.
He wasn't bad in life. Everest, he was pretty good in Everest.
Okay.
There's something else.
Uh huh.
Just every now and then when I see him, I'm like, oh, he's not bad. I just hate Donnie Darko.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So he's your Batman. That's
no,
weird.
he's not my Batman.
Seems like you chose it.
That's look.
All right.
Wow. Number 2 on the New York Times bestsellers list for hardcover fiction, Origin by Dan Brown. We find out that Dan Brown, as a child, was coming out of a showing of The Mask of Zorro, and his parents were shot in front of him, and so he became.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
And number 1, The Rooster Bar, which is by John Grisham. 3 students of a sleazy
No, that's
profit
Sorry, go ahead.
law school hope to expose the student loan banker who runs it.
Oh, that sounds boring.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Hasn't that gone up?
I think it's
I think it debuted at 1, but I thought it dropped for a while.
probably. I mean,
Christmas time, baby.
The People versus Alex Cross or something maybe switched it. I think Origin was at first place for a while.
Okay.
No, Origin was here longer.
All right.
I don't know. I guess we could go backwards in time.
That's okay. I
No,
was just curious.
here we go. Clicking back.
Okay.
Last week was The People versus Alex Cross. So that would do it. Nick,
Yes.
that would do it.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Also, Darker by E.L. James is the best-selling
Yuck.
when you combine print and ebook
Don't tell
fiction.
me that. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, because it's new. It's number 1 for the combined.
This is not getting a lot of play, though.
Darker?
Yeah. When she did the retelling of 50 Shades of Grey from his perspective, I think it's just called Grey, right?
Yes.
That didn't.
Oh, this is the sequel to Gray.
Yeah.
Gray,
Yeah.
Darker.
So this is,
Freed will be the last one?
I guess.
Okay.
You know more about these than I do.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, they're just from the guy's perspective, which is an insane thing to do.
Well, I wonder why it's here and not. Oh, I've reached my free article limit for the month.
Well, I don't think
For the month? Close this.
I think the originals were paperbacks as well. I don't think there is a hardcover version.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, because it would be paperback.
Right. That's just the way they are.
So E.L. James is a paperback writer, like the Beatles.
I'm sure this is high on the ebook bestseller list. That way people don't have to admit that they're buying it.
That's true.
They don't have to
I
read
think
it
people
on a
are
train
okay.
or something.
I mean, you're going to the movies to see it. Not you
Me?
specifically.
No, I didn't go.
Yeah. What
You
was nice
begged.
about last year was that when 50 Shades Darker, that's a sequel, when that came out, there was no one in Lego Batman because everybody was going to see.
You think that's the same crowd, do you?
I'm just saying. It was nice because I had an almost empty theater to watch Lego Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really great.
Because everybody was seeing 50 Shades
50
Darker.
Shades Darker. I think
You're telling me that audience doesn't cross over.
No, I don't think so. I think you're
Okay.
jumping to some weird conclusions.
Hey, let's talk about Star Trek real quick.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've seen this news or not. It doesn't have anything to do with books, but I've got you here in front of a microphone, and you do get pretty heated when you talk about Star Trek and things you don't like about Star Trek. We've talked before about Quentin Tarantino
Yes.
came to Paramount and said and had like a pretty cool Star Trek pitch
Right.
and everything. But now he might not direct it. He might write it. But
Okay.
they're saying it's going to be rated R
Yeah.
and directed by somebody else. So how do you feel about all that? Which makes me think it's not going to
good.
be the Kirk,
Yeah.
Chris Pine stuff.
Did you see that Patrick Stewart came out and said if they're going to do that, he would play Jean-Luc Picard?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Would you watch a rated R Star Trek?
I mean, I guess I would have to, but
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Did you get to watch them say the F word on Star Trek Discovery?
No.
Because they did, like twice or
Great.
something. And they're like, we're going to finally say the F word.
Yeah. All these years of waiting
Yeah.
for Dr. McCoy to be like, darn it, Jim, I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Luckily, you
Finally.
have the other show, The Orville.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
Yep.
what if it's Star Trek, but it's the original universe then? I mean, if there's Picard and
I mean,
everything.
I will probably have to see it.
Right. But you're
But
not
I'm
excited
not.
about
No,
any of
I'm
this
not
news.
excited about it already.
Well, I'm glad he's not directing it because he said he's only doing 10 films.
Right.
And his next film after this Manson murder film will be his last one. And I wouldn't want him to do it on Star Trek.
He doesn't. I mean, that's not a law. He could direct an 11th film if he wanted to.
No, I know. He just said
Yeah.
he's going to retire at 10.
10.
I hope he doesn't.
I never understand why people make like arbitrary statements like that.
Yeah. I think he just thinks.
Yeah, but
don't
I
know.
mean, he might not feel that way after he gets.
What was
to the 10th
Spielberg's
one.
10th movie?
I don't
That's
know.
the question
I don't have
that
a
I
clue.
just asked.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the trailer for Ready Player One?
No.
We'll have to talk about that more
Sure.
when the movie comes out because that's,
Based on the book by Ernest Cline.
yeah.
I haven't read any Ernest Cline.
That's true.
I'd like to read Red Shirts at some point.
That's not Ernest Cline. That's
It's not?
John Scalzi.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it could
okay.
be Ernest
Sorry.
Cline.
They look the same.
Yeah.
Armada is Ernest Cline.
Yeah. That
yes.
was pretty bad.
Okay. All right.
So.
Yeah. Well, I
Everybody-
haven't read John Scalzi either, and I really want to read Old Man's War.
Yeah, didn't I buy it for you? Don't you own it?
I do have a copy. Yeah, I just haven't
Somebody's
read it yet.
turning it into a show. Netflix is going to be turning Old Man's War into a show. So that'd be cool.
Yeah. Probably they'll put a lot of sex in that show.
Maybe.
would think.
It's not. Maybe. Probably. Actually, there's lots of sex. in
That's
the
what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right.
It'll be their Westworld.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So
Boy,
we've
this
done.
is why we shouldn't go off script.
we've we finished the New York Times bestseller list, and that was pretty dull.
Hey.
Well, just because the nonfiction didn't change at all.
Oh, really?
But I guess it's better than when it's just super political, polarizing political stuff
Oh,
that's out there. But
Netflix is turning it into a movie.
a movie. Okay. All right. Well, maybe that makes more sense.
Yeah. I had somebody once see me reading that book and thought it just said Old Man War. And I was like, that sounds super boring.
I like it.
Okay.
No,
All right.
it doesn't. It doesn't sound good. Let's talk a little bit about Christmas because it's the Christmas season, and like I said, I'm totally failing.
Yeah.
And I know we when we sat down with Beau earlier, and we're gonna tip that in here in a minute. We talked about it some, like we talked about his must see, but I want to know, like, is there anything that you got to get on your list?
This year?
Yeah.
I've been talking about Batman Returns
Yeah,
like
Batman
all
Returns.
year.
Yeah,
So
you have.
unless I watch it,
Okay.
but there's a certain person that I want to watch it with us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's Sally Murphy.
Yeah.
Sally, if you're listening to this and there's still
Yeah,
time,
the Queen of Halloween.
please watch Batman Returns with us in time for Christmas.
She'll do it. She's game.
Yeah.
She's game. Well, I got to watch Muppet Christmas Carol.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
I got to watch... I haven't seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation in several years.
Yeah, I got to watch
so
that.
I would like to watch that again.
Yeah.
And I always like the Alistair Sim version of A Christmas Carol.
Okay.
I try to get that in every year.
My wife has a checklist. She still has
She
to
likes
watch...
the George C. Scott.
Yeah, she has to watch
Christmas
that.
Carol.
She has to watch Elf. She has to watch White Christmas.
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay with Elf. I don't...
Okay.
I feel like I've seen it. I don't
Yeah,
really need to see
I
it
didn't
again.
really like it, but then last year we watched it, and I was like, this is pretty harmless. This is
Yeah,
fine.
it is. It's fine.
So.
The animated one based on the musical starring Jim Parsons, we watched that when it was on last year, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was
I'd
really, really
imagine
bad.
so.
But I feel like there haven't been a lot of we haven't really added to the Christmas classic canon in quite a while. You know, like a new animated special, like what David S. Pumpkin's Halloween special did for Halloween.
Sure.
Yeah, we haven't done that.
Yeah,
for Christmas
I can't really think of a recent one. I mean, there was Elf, but that was like 2002,
It was a long time ago. Probably.
I think.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't know. I mean, my wife likes The Holiday, but it's not critically well received.
Right. Even some things like Prep and Landing or like Arthur Christmas.
I think Arthur
really
Christmas
do it.
has maybe lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah?
I think some like it.
Okay.
I don't. Maybe it's I haven't watched that. That's by the Wallace and Gromit people.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, but that's not. It's not claymation, right? I mean, it's
No.
just CGI. Okay.
Right. So
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like there's been many.
yeah.
that,
Well, I haven't seen Fred Claus, so
Oh, Fred Claus is kind of fun, but I
Right.
don't know if it has the same staying power. And I haven't seen the Bad Santas.
yeah.
Have you ever watched either
No,
of
I
those?
haven't watched Bad Santas. I didn't watch Office Christmas Party. Or,
Oh, I did want to see Office Christmas Party.
What was the Seth Rogen one? The
Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't think what it is. Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and
Anthony Mackie.
yeah, I can't think what that's called. But
Oh.
that looks kind of fun.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess Dark Knight Rises was set during wintertime. There was snow.
Yes, that's a new Christmas classic.
That's why Batman had to wear.
Absolutely. Iron Man 3. You want to bring that up?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's just a movie. Oh, well, no. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is more Christmas than the one we saw, The Nice Guys. So.
Every year, we usually go through most of the old Rankin Bass stuff. Like I said, we already have watched Frosty and Rudolph. Some of those are better than others.
My favorite is Santa Claus Comes to Town.
It's so long.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not bad. It's very long.
Well, there's a lot of lore to get through.
certainly.
So, I like-
Year Without a Santa Claus. That's another.
Yeah, that one's okay.
That's another of them.
I mean, that one peaks at
Yeah.
the brothers,
Yeah, that's true.
and then
Oh, I do kind of like ABC Family several years ago did a Miser Brothers Christmas.
Oh.
And it's like a sort of a sequel to that, just based on the Miser Brothers.
Right.
And one of the original voices was still alive, so he's there. Mickey Rooney plays Santa Claus again, which he hadn't done since the 70s or whatever.
Right.
That's decent.
okay.
That's fun. It feels the same as the old one. But Frosty Returns is weird. Have you seen Frosty Returns?
Yeah, with the snow repellent spray.
Yeah.
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 That one,
It's just
I
odd.
liked it as a kid.
Because they always
John Goodman is Frosty.
It's like a rights issue because there's a real sequel, Frosty's Winter Wonderland, which we are showing.
Yeah.
Same voice, Rankin Bass Studios, all that stuff. But at some point, there's like a split where some of those belong to like CBS and some belong to somebody else. So CBS owns Frosty the Snowman and Frosty Returns, and they always like play them back to back, and they're on all the DVDs together as if they're connected in any way. They just couldn't be more different. But the little girl, as we discovered last year, is voiced by a very young Elizabeth Moss.
Who?
Elizabeth Moss, like from so many things, West Wing or Mad Men, or what's she in right now? Handmaid's Tale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a
her.
little child actress voicing
Yes.
it. So that's fun.
Yeah, I used to watch all those weird ones, like the Christmas in July. What was the one with the
Rudolph
Frosties?
and Frosty, Christmas in July.
Yeah, was that the one where his family was like in a circus or something?
Oh boy,
There was like a carnival.
dark. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's interesting. Well, there's Frosty's Winter Wonderland. There's
Didn't all his family
Rudolph and
melt and they had to
Frosty.
bring him back?
wow.
Yeah.
That's like the horror version of Frosty.
guess.
No, I don't remember that one.
How do you feel about Michael Keaton's?
I
Jack
used to
Frost?
love Michael Keaton's Jack Frost. I haven't seen that in a long time. That's probably best left in my memories.
Yeah,
That was during like the dark period for Michael Keaton.
that was rough. Yeah,
Yeah, which lasted from like Batman Returns to Birdman, I think.
yeah. I can't think of.
Yeah, it just pops up in like Herbie Fully Loaded and
I think
Cars.
Herbie
I guess
Fully
Cars
did all right for him.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
and Herbie brought Herbie's career back.
Yeah, he's back
So
better than ever.
they cleaned him up.
Lindsay Lohan's doing great.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
no, she's not really.
yeah. Both Herbie and Lindsay kind of like peaked there again.
Yeah.
I think they both just got into too much cocaine.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So,
Well, as we said earlier, we just wrapped up on our 4th year of the Nutcracker. Very well received. We had great crowds, very patient crowds, dealing with the sewage problems.
oh, right,
and
yes.
A bit of a late start and all that, but like in the end, it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, and the show was really good. The cast was good. And, some new
could
costumes
use some
and
dancing
things.
plungers in that scene.
Yes, we certainly could have. Yeah, if it was like Sorcerer's Apprentice, he could have got those brooms to work. But maybe for next year. Maybe for next year. But anyway.
Do you think those brooms and everything are sentient to the point where if you said, please clean out the toilet, they'd be like, this is
I don't think
why
so.
have I been
Yeah,
brought to life
like,
for
no
this?
way.
So,
Put me back.
hey,
It could be.
with the dancing brooms, the head is the top, like the broom handle, right?
Yeah,
it's not the...
No, those are
brush.
the legs. Those are the
Okay.
legs. Yep.
It's just good to know.
Yeah.
Does somebody snap them in half? Doesn't Mickey start chopping them in half?
Freaking out. Yeah. Mickey freaks out.
Isn't that like really dark for
Murdering.
Mickey to do?
Yes, it is.
Just to chop living organisms in half?
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
an axe?
that he created. They're essentially his children.
Yeah.
So
They're essentially his children, yeah. Yeah. Don't
Anyway.
let Minnie find out.
we had a chance to sit down with the Nutcracker Prince. So we're going to play tape on that and hear what he had to say.
Okay. Hit the tape.
So, Eric, I don't know if I've mentioned this over the last several episodes, but the guy playing the Nutcracker Prince this year was a childhood friend of mine. Have I told you that at all?
Yes.
Are you sure? I don't think I've mentioned it.
A few times.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it because I certainly don't remember that. But joining us today, we have an old friend of mine, Mr. Beau Hutchings. Beau, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're going to need to get more enthusiastic than that.
Thank you so much. I don't want to scream.
So quiet. I don't. Okay, well, whatever. Beau, how long have we known each other?
About 15, 16 plus.
I think it's longer than that. Yeah.
You think so?
Well, weren't you like in 8th grade?
What was it, 2000?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Beau and I met in a youth production of Meet Me in St. Louis where we had no dialogue and didn't interact at all. And then we did Fiddler on the Roof together for several months.
And we still had pretty much no dialogue.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
Interact,
but we did get screamed at by the man playing Tevye off stage for being too rowdy.
That was not our fault.
So no, it wasn't. So you've had a little time here on the Nancy Howe Auditorium stage. Do you like it?
It's gorgeous,
isn't it?
Yeah, and
it's such a great building.
It's a great building, and I was told that it was a small stage.
Yeah,
but I was actually very impressed when I got on the stage. It wasn't as small as I had imagined.
No, I think it's really nice. We've done Eric's been in a couple shows there, haven't you, buddy?
Yeah, 2, 3.
Yeah.
How many are we at?
Well, you did Spin-Off a few years ago, and then we did what is it called? Star Spangled Girl.
Yeah. So 2.
Yeah, 2.
Did you guys do any musicals on that stage?
No, neither one of us have. I mean, we did Valley Theater most recently did Grand Night for Singing, and that was down here in this auditorium. So that was really cool. But anyway, while we have Beau here, I wanted to do a special Take 5 segment. So Beau, are you ready? You're in the hot seat.
I'm ready as I'm ever going to be.
I love it. So we're going to ask you 5 quick questions about your time here and just about your life. So, star of stage and stage, Beau Hutchings. Let me ask you the first question.
Right.
What is your best/worst theater horror story? So, a time when something went truly terrible on stage. Maybe for you, maybe for a friend.
Honestly, I feel like I'm such a pro that things rarely go wrong.
Really, that is unappealing.
But I'll come up with something.
Okay. Yeah.
I think anytime anybody falls on stage, it's kind of hilarious. I mean, falling is
Have you done that, Eric?
No, I haven't fallen, but I've been around people falling on stage.
Yes, and that is hilarious.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Pratt falling as in it was planned?
It's yet to be determined.
We were in a production once where one time a fall happened naturally and it was very funny. And I was like, under no circumstances are you going to try to recreate that.
You can't.
And he did try to recreate it and it was not funny in the
same.
slightest. So
No.
do you have a specific memory of somebody falling where it was hilarious?
Yes.
Okay,
it was,
lay it on me.
Remember where we did Fiddler on the Roof in that dinner theater?
I sure do,
Cornwell's Dinner Theater. Cornwell's
That's it.
Turkeyville.
Shout out to
for
Turkeyville.
I was doing a production of Nonsense Amen. That is men dressed as nuns.
I love it.
Amen.
Okay.
And there was the second act scene where I was supposed to be on the phone and frantic, trying to contact a local church for whatever reason. I don't remember the story that well. I was just in it.
Yeah.
And our mother Abbess comes barreling up the stage.
Sure.
And she was a sizable man.
A man. Yeah.
And he just bit it.
Just fell
flat on his face.
Fell right.
And it was impossible to keep it together.
That's
so
pretty awesome.
I tried to, and then one of the nuns behind me let out that little and it was over. It was over. I lost it. All the other nuns on stage lost it, and I honestly don't think the audience noticed.
Eric and I have a long-standing tradition of whenever I direct him into play, he breaks one of my watches. Don't you think that's...
Two?
Yeah.
Three watches now?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
On accident?
Once in Neil Simon's Jake's Women at a very dramatic part, he's like, I don't even remember the line, but he throws his arm out and the watch just like disassembled and flew across the stage.
Wow.
And he just like watched it fall, looked at it for a minute, and I almost had a heart attack because I thought he's never going to remember the next line, and then he just went right back into it, but it
You were
killed me.
in it.
And then in Star Spangled Girl, in a fight, you guys like hit each other in the hand and the watch exploded. And it seemed like it was...
What is it with you and watches?
Yeah, I don't know. They're these are all priceless heirlooms too, like handed down to you generation to generation. Yeah.
What do you do? Do you fix them when they're after the fact, or
Do I
for the
fix
next performance?
No. It's always been like the last performance too. The last one, yeah.
Well, your timing's good.
Yeah, that's great.
It's I'm suspicious that it's actually accidental. I feel like there's a lot of latent hostility. That
It's
he's
your
trying
thing
to
now.
get out. So, all right, Eric, question 2.
All right, so what is a role or show you'd most like to do that you haven't had the chance yet? And remember, King Lear is one that you have to age into. So,
I mean, to me, I'll always remember you as ensemble member Sidney Purvis from Meet Me in St. Louis. That's when I feel like you really came into
I
your
can't
own.
top
So
that.
I know,
I peaked.
I know. But if you were
I
going to
peaked
try,
at 15. Well, I would not touch Shakespeare, so don't worry about it.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going down
All
that
right,
route.
okay,
It's too
sure,
late.
sure.
I have always been interested in the role of Bobby in Company from the Stephen Sondheim
Sure,
musical.
yeah.
Just because, Bobby's a central character.
Yeah.
It's all about...
Have you done that show at all?
I did it in college. We did a staged reading where none of us were really that prepared to present in front of an audience, but we
Okay.
did it.
All right.
And I played Paul, one of the secondary characters.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to play Bobby, so
Okay.
I think I'm getting to be that age range.
You're aging into it.
I'm aging
That's
into
good.
it, so
That's
I think
good.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
so.
you're mid 40s, I want to say. I feel like you're older than I am.
Early to late, to
Significantly
mid
older
to
than me.
somewhere
So,
around there.
Beau also has a history of having to kiss much older women in plays. So that's
Well,
kind of like your thing.
I just have
So,
that about me.
I guess
I don't
so.
know. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
I don't know. It's just a raw animal appeal, I guess. That,
a typecast.
I guess.
There's nothing I can do about
apparently.
it.
Okay, now let's get local. I know you and I have had some fine food over the last couple of days.
Yeah, so far we've been to the
Creative Arts Center.
Creative Arts Center. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
And the Texas
Hot Texas
Diner.
Hot. Yep.
And
Is that it?
I've gone to the giant grocery store quite a few times.
Wow. And Pizza King. Didn't you go to
Oh, I
Pizza
went to
King
Pizza
too?
King, right,
Okay,
yeah.
so the question is, what's best so far?
Honestly,
And you're going to be making enemies no matter what you say. I want to get that out there.
what?
Yeah.
They were all great. They were all equally.
No, Eric,
as
can we allow that?
fantastic.
No,
Well, the
one of
thing-
those is best. Yeah, Conan the Barbarian wouldn't have been happy with that answer.
No,
All
you
right.
need to be more specific.
Well, sorry, Conan, if you're
Yep.
listening.
Yeah. He is. He
Of
is.
course, he's
Yeah.
always.
He's a big
listening.
fan.
Honestly, the thing I like about so far the cuisine in this town is there's something for everybody. There's different. You have an Italian restaurant.
I don't
you
know. I don't know. Our best meal that you've had?
Best
Can
meal
you-
that I've had.
Can you give it up?
I
Was
don't-
it the quesadillas at the Creative Arts
the
Center?
quesadillas at the Creative Arts Center is actually what I was going to go
Look,
for.
he obviously wants another job here some other
Yeah.
time, so he's trying to, make people happy. So
Yeah.
lay off him.
I'm sorry. He has catering
Just trying to be
experience,
PC
so-
here, guys.
Yeah, folks, if
okay?
you want to hire Beau Hutchings, I can hook you up. Let me know.
Yeah, after this week, I am unemployed.
Yeah,
so
that
I'm
thing
looking
you
for
signed
work.
actually makes me your agent.
Oh no,
So, no, but
we're locked.
But I'm
in.
your agent.
So I actually work for Eric.
well, indirectly. I mean,
Okay.
he can give me directives.
And you're my agent as well.
Yeah, I'm also Eric's
Well,
agent. It's
Eric,
very.
what's your favorite restaurant?
It's a lot of
Maybe I should
conflicts
ask
of
you
interest.
that.
Eric favorite?
My favorite restaurant in town?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone.
Is it?
It was Pizza Hut. It's all gone though.
Oh, the building's still there though.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
cannot
true.
mistake a. Pizza
Sometimes
Hut
I find
building.
him just with a single tear outside of that Pizza Hut door. It's really
Open
it's
another franchise.
actually
man.
tragic. Oh, the next question is mine. I feel like this is a very schmaltzy, cheesy question, and I know that going into it. So I want you to know that I know.
Schmaltzy, cheesy guy.
But what is your favorite part so far of participating in the Nutcracker? You can say the giant Nutcracker head. That's fine.
Obviously, that giant Nutcracker head is a highlight.
He's gonna leave here with a
I
concussion.
love
no
dancing
question.
without seeing where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, that's it's always such a pleasant surprise
Good,
as you get
good.
on stage and just hope you're not going to trip over somebody.
Right. Okay.
But it's actually not as hard as
Okay.
I thought it was going to be. My favorite part about dancing in this production of the Nutcracker, I think, is getting to know I myself teach at local dance studios.
Okay.
So I like going around the country and just seeing what all the young dancers have to offer.
Okay.
And I was just really impressed with Sarah's students. I
Okay.
think that they are fantastic technicians and they're passionate, and I'm learning so much by just being a part of this production. And I am a professional dancer, but I love working with young students because you can learn just as much from
Wow.
them.
That's a pretty serious answer.
Well, what did you expect?
No,
I'm a
that's
pretty
that's great.
serious
Yeah,
guy.
we couldn't even. That was scripted. I wrote that all down for him ahead of time. I want everybody to know. All right, final question in the take 5. Your time with us is ending. How do you feel about that?
I'm sad.
Final question.
No, you got your final question right here, but I want to warn him that the time is running out.
That kind of felt like a wish, not a wish trick that you would do on a genie. So
Yeah, I could do that. All right, Eric, take it.
okay. I don't want this question. Do you have a must-watch Christmas movie?
Look, I don't like the way he asked that question because it's Christmas time and we're starting to talk about these sort of things. So, Eric, try it again without the attitude, please.
All right. Hey, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite.
Better.
I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of year.
Hey.
Go figure. So
Look
this
out.
is the perfect question for
It
me
is.
because I'm a Christmas baby. As
Oh,
you know,
that's
my
right.
birthday's coming
Yeah.
up
Happy
December
birthday.
20th. Thank
The
you.
big 5-0 coming up. That's
Thank
great for you.
Just send all the gifts to my parents' house in Michigan.
Will do.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
White Christmas.
White Christmas.
White Christmas is
Okay.
my favorite.
I've never seen White Christmas.
What?
Yeah.
Do you like Christmas?
Sure.
What do
yeah.
you have against it?
Nothing.
Well, you gotta watch that.
You know what? I also haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life.
I actually haven't seen that either.
I think we locked up the next couple of days.
It's a weird addition to being a Christmas movie because it's like Christmas for about 5 minutes in the movie, and it's
then-
when it gets like really weird as well. So it's a strange one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, doesn't he like commit suicide?
Spoiler alert.
for most of the movie, it's just this is his life, and then he thinks about committing suicide, and the angel comes down and shows him what life would have been like if he wasn't around, and so it just becomes like a weird supernatural film for like the last 10 minutes of the movie. It's strange.
Nothing says Christmas like Supernatural.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've learned a lot about It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
And our guest, Beau Hutchings. Beau, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we'll see you next year when you reprise your role.
If I'm still here, if I'm allowed here.
That's
still.
right. Yeah, you might get kicked out. All right, thanks. See ya.
Thank you.
Maybe this is the year I'm going to watch White Christmas. What do you think?
I don't know.
I mean, I've
Is
gotten
it?
this far, and now it's maybe it's like a point of pride that I haven't seen.
How
It's
do you
a
feel
Wonderful
about
Life.
them? Those people, Bing Crosby.
I really have no feelings at all.
That's good.
I just don't know anything
Neither
about
just kids.
White Christmas. They're just like putting on a show, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Isn't
Aren't
it
most-
not that Christmassy? That's what I always hear. It's not super Christmassy.
I don't know. They sing a song about snow.
Okay.
It's called White
They
Christmas.
probably sing White Christmas.
But they're
at
putting
some
on a
point.
show for their old commander.
I don't
think.
know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Everybody just kind of glosses
completely in the
over
dark.
Bing Crosby beating his children. It's just kind of a.
Jeez. Way to bring things down.
Yeah, I don't really get White Christmas, but people love it.
Okay.
It's
I think there's a stage version too. I think
Probably.
it's like a. Yeah.
Weird. So
Well, I don't know.
But
no
then I like
promises.
Batman Returns, and
No
that's pretty
promises.
dark.
Yes,
So-
Batman Returns is crazy dark and crazy
yeah.
in general.
that's true.
So that was a fun little penguin reference in Justice League, where Alfred's like, "I missed the exploding penguin or the exploding ducks." Was it? What does he say?
He says exploding penguins,
Exploding
wind up
penguins,
penguins.
yeah.
But I felt like that was the detriment of that movie because I was just like, I want to be watching that movie.
You want to watch Batman Returns?
Well, not just Batman. No, I want to be watching like a Batman movie where he's dealing with like gimmicky villains.
Yeah.
Because like as much as I love the Dark Knight trilogy, and I do, like it would be nice to see like Scarecrow was the most gimmicky villain.
That's true.
In that thing, and
Yeah, he was in a business suit most of the time.
yeah. So it'd be nice to like see something where Batman is literally dealing with wind up penguins. And I know this makes me sound juvenile.
No way.
But
That's classic
I
Batman.
I want to see another Joker with the poison, the acid shooting flower.
Yeah.
And playing cards. And
I
stuff.
agree. I agree
So,
wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely right.
So.
Boy, we're winding up on the end of the year here. Do you have any big Christmas things going on in the library, or any other programs you want to talk about?
Or in my life, Nick.
Sure.
I'm
yeah,
more than
why
this
not?
job.
Okay.
No, though this will be the first year that we have like all our programs still running. We'll have Anime Club going even during Christmas break.
Wow.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm out of paid time off. So we're
Merry Christmas
gonna,
to you.
We're gonna be doing all that. Yeah, though school only gets like a week and a half off. They're back to school like the 3rd of January.
Yeah.
So I guess in a way I almost get as much time off as they do.
I guess so.
So
Well,
Are you doing anything?
we got a bunch of Christmassy things planned. As
That's a nice being on
Andover
the spot.
Ecumenical Choir is the 11th at 7:00. So I hope you can join us for that. We've got a lot of movies going on. On the 14th, we're doing our annual showing of Polar Express. We've been doing this for since the auditorium reopened, really. So this has been a long stay, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So we're showing that at 3:30 on the 14th. Saturday the 16th, we have a morning matinee. We're going to be showing Muppet Christmas Letters to Santa and How the Flintstones Saved Christmas. They're both short, so that
How do they?
I can't tell you that. That ends up being about an hour, a little over an hour and change, let's say.
The two of them or both of them?
Together, combined.
Okay.
Yep. So that's going to be on the
I think
16th
what I
at
just said was the same
10:30.
thing.
And then our senior matinee is a week early this year because it'll be Christmas after that. We're showing Christmas in Connecticut from 1943. That is 2:00 on the 19th. We got a Christmas book club going right now. We're reading Martha Grimes' Jerusalem Inn. And we have a Christmas craft on the 13th. I don't know if we have any slots for that left. So if you want in,
What's the craft?
give us a call. We're making little Christmas tree ornaments. Take like a stick and then use different leveled Christmas colored fabrics to make little Christmas trees.
Nice.
They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks like a fun craft, so that's been popular. Like I said, slots have been going like crazy. So
And you have that new craft where everybody's making a plunger, and then we're
yeah,
gonna
and then
see
they
if
go
can
down,
work.
run down to the auditorium and plunge it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
lot
for
of-
adults
it
only.
gets the whole family active,
Yeah.
though. So that's
Yeah.
a nice thing.
Gloves,
I think that's
not included.
No, they're not.
It's
That's so
bring your
gross.
own gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
BYOG.
Anything else?
BYOG.
Anything else you want to toss out there into the world?
Oh,
that was
I'm having
disgusting.
a good time.
All right, everybody.
With this podcast.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to our special guest, Beau Hutchings, and we'll see you next week.